Welcome back, everybody, for another daily dose of MSG. We are back again today with Subnautica story mode because finally got another update. We've got now the Ghost Leviathan update, and that means, of course, right there we've got Ghost Leviathans added to the game. We've also had some overhauls on a few items. You can see we can now, it looks differently when it shows what we were required to build things. We've also got an upgrade to the Cyclops. You're supposed to be able to now use 6 upgrades, but for some reason mine has bugged, and I'm only able to use 4 upgrades still. But hopefully that will get fixed soon, and I'll be able to use all 6 upgrades that I have. We've also, big important change, got access now to where we can complete a big part of the storyline. We can now actually cure ourselves of infection and disable the gun. So that's what we are going to start with today. One more thing that was changed on the Cyclops with this new update is we also take a little bit less damage than we did before. Now medium-sized creatures will not deal any damage to the Cyclops. That means like sand sharks and such can't bump into it and deal damage to it. Also, the lava leeches will be marked on there when they suction onto the Cyclops as a point of damage in the hull, so you actually can see where the lava leeches are on your Cyclops now. Okay, so I have put in the hatching enzymes, and as you can see, once again, the little fellas are hatching out, and now they're going to do the whole little swim thing, go up to mama. They're not going to glitch like they did before where they swim and kind of get stuck. I think they got that part fixed. But you're going to see they're swimming up. Mama's going to keel over and do her whole speech about dying. And maybe she'll see us again in the next life. And then the little guys are going to swim out. And we're now going to be able to find them on the other side of the portal. And later on, they'll actually mature into juveniles. And you'll find them spawning throughout the world, leaving healing enzymes everywhere around there that you need. And we're also going to find those healing enzymes being dropped by them right here and use that to cure ourselves of infection. Okay, you can see now they are swimming for the portal, already going through, and they are leaving this little enzyme ball. Doesn't look like much, but when you put your hand in it, it's going to kind of stick to your hand and then spread all over you. And yeah, you think you're getting infected or something. It kind of looks weird. It's like bubbling out. And then it just kind of absorbs into you through your suit. Perfectly normal. And if we do a self-scan now, scan normal. We are cured. Now, of course, this will take time for it to spread. But with it cured, we can now go disable the gun platform, which means we won't get shot down if we try to leave. Unfortunately, they still have not finished for the stable release the rocket launch base, but from what I've seen for the experimental, it's going to be something we have to go and get the blueprint out of the Aurora. So it's something, if you're starting a new game, you'll be able to get earlier, and then you'll actually build it once it's available in game. And you can see we've got the guys swimming around. They're already dropping the enzymes around here. Apparently, I'm not sure if it's fully implemented yet or not, but I think they're supposed to actually function as healing enzymes, like you can still use them later and recover health. But I'm not sure if that's been fully implemented or not yet. Okay, so it's time now that I am cured of the peril bacterium to try and disable the gun facility again. And as you see, here we go. We do the whole thing again that grabs my hand. Little eyeball pokey thing, takes my blood sample, but now we have got the green lot, and out of my frustration I punched the button instead of just pushing it, and you can see the place is shutting down. There's still light coming from somewhere, I'm not sure where, but the place is shutting down, and you can hear what sounds almost like I would say a whale. Apparently that must be the gun, like, settling down or powering down. That's it. The gun facility is disabled, which means now if the sunbeam was to come down, we would be okay, but it's too late for them. Now we've got to get the next update, where hopefully they're going to have the rocket launch base finished so we can get the blueprint for that and finally launch ourselves off to the planet. But that's pretty much what we've gotten in this new update. We got the ability to cure ourselves, and then of course disable the gun platform. We've got an upgrade to the Cyclops, which is unfortunately not working 100% for me right now. And we've got the Ghost Leviathan, so I'm gonna get back to my base and then we're gonna go do a little hunt for a Ghost Leviathan. While I'm heading down to the Deep Grand Reef to look for a Ghost Leviathan, there are a couple other biome changes to mention. One is the Lost River has been redesigned, widening it up to make it easier to get a Cyclops through, and make it apparently look a little bit more ominous. And then there is a new biome called the Mesas around the crash site, where it's like little grassy areas right there around the crash, and that's pretty much the only other additions, except for, of course, the most critical addition to this update, the thing that I know everybody has been waiting for, that is just the most important aspect of the update, and that is sea treaders will now leave trails of poop behind them. That's right, you can follow a sea treader in the sea treader's path by following their poop. Alright, so we're here in the Lost River, and I can't say for sure that it's wider. I don't have my Cyclops with me, but it does seem a little bit more open. Maybe not by much, but just a little bit. And I have yet to find a Ghost Leviathan. They're supposed to be in the Lost River, supposed to be in the Deep Grand Reef, and in the Void. And I am hunting for one, even though it said you don't want to tangle with these guys. Oh, there we go. Right by the big rib cage, we've got one of the new Ghost Leviathans. And he don't seem too happy that I'm here. He's like swimming right next to me. I don't know if he wants to eat me or hit me or haunt me, maybe. Did that bother him? He acted like he was about to lunge at me when I used the sonar. Oh, yeah, he hit me on that one. Well, that's it for today's episode. Like I said, it's just, this was about the update. I wanted to check it out, and of course, go ahead and take advantage of the fact that I could cure myself of the bacterium and disable the gun platform. Hopefully, the next update will have the rocket base. We can actually get off the planet and finish the game's storyline. Now, I do know they didn't do quite as much as you might expect in this update, because they have been working on performance improvements, and I have noticed a slight bit of improvement in the performance overall, but there's still so many places where the game glitches up, gets really laggy just because of the way the biomes are rendering, and they still need to do a lot of work with it. But that is something they are trying to actively work on again now, it seems, because they did do a performance tweak update right before this one came out. Well, hopefully we're going to soon have just the end of the storyline, and we can continue on with that. Today was just about checking out the updates, the new features of this update, and finishing the storyline up to where it is now in the game that we can in the stable release, but not the experimental yet. So if you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button, make sure you hit subscribe and tick the notification bell, keep up with all my content during the week. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter to keep up with everything there if you wish. Leave a comment below. Let me know if there was something you think I should have mentioned about the update, if there's something I missed, you know, or if there's something you want to see me do on the series before the game is over, or something to do with, you know, my tips videos or a creative series before I finish the game for good and kind of shelve it for a while until they come out with, I guess, version 1.0 and say, here's the final polished release. But once again, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video.